Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth, the founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And today I want to ask you a question as the title of my presentation, and that is, when will you go upstream? Now, you may think that's a silly question, but have you ever noticed that you, like I sometimes do in my business, we spend so much time responding to crises, to basically putting out fires, asking ourselves, where's the next fire that I can put out? Author Dan Heath, in his book entitled Upstream, refers to this type of thinking as thinking downstream. And the problem with it, the real challenge with this thinking downstream rather than an upstream manner, is that we never go upstream and fix the problem that is located upstream, further upstream from where we currently are. So why do you think that is? Well, first of all, when there are fires going, there's always this sense of urgency that we have to put them out, and understandably so. But guys, there's another reason for this too, and I specifically am addressing the gentleman in the audience, and that is that we are problem solvers. We always want to solve problems. So I want to point out two things. Number one, you do not have to act in this manner. You can start thinking about upstream activities. And number two, I've taught my clients over the last 20 plus years to do some responding as necessary, firefighting if you will, but also teaching them to move upstream, identify and cure the real problem that's at hand. Now, let me give you a real life example. I had a client who was a distributor of fruits and vegetables, a fairly successful company, historically very profitable. But their labor costs were just getting out of hand. They were just rising faster than we could absorb and not impact the bottom line, of course. Now, can you imagine that their labor costs were going up? Well, you may be facing the same issues, but consider the similarities. It doesn't matter whether you measure your revenue and expenses on a per box or a per bag basis as they did, or whatever measure you use in your business. You need to have some measurement that you can utilize. If we know what your revenue and costs are, we can predict your profitability. Not terribly difficult. And as you'll recall from other presentations, I've said numerous times, if you measure something, you can understand it. If you understand it, you can control it. If you can control it, I assure you that you can then improve it. This is what Dan Heath in his book Upstream calls a pre-game measure. The next step that Dan Heath describes is aligning the incentives. So let me share with you what we did. We ultimately reinvented the labor and pay structure with incentives for increased productivity and more positive results. By doing this upstream thinking, we reached a turning point. And the turning point was this. First of all, the workers who stayed and got involved in the process made more money themselves by way of these incentives that we put in place. Number two, some of them bought into the process, others left, both of which were okay characteristics, particularly since we had automated part of the process a little bit as well, but mostly it was the incentives that worked. The automation aspect was somewhat limited. Point number three, productivity skyrocketed due to this buy-in on the part of the employees, which was a really awesome result. And as you could imagine, the profitability jumped from a previous 7-figure loss to a very healthy profit. And I want to share with you that this is just an example of what can happen when we go upstream and not just do firefighting. I have one question for you as I close. How can I assist you to go upstream in your business? Think about it. I want to thank you for listening. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And I will close by saying, if you would like some help with an issue such as this, you can reach me at John, John, at success-strategies.com. And I want to thank you for listening today.